I'm still trying to teach authors how corsets work, and now we're going to talk about taking your corset off. Now, yes, your protagonist will generally take their corset off at some point. Most of the time throughout history, women did take corsets off before they went to bed. If you're going to take a bath, you're going to take your corset off. If you're changing your clothes, you're going to take your corset off. Like, there are a lot of excuses. And yes, you can do it by yourself. You don't need help. The first thing you want to do is you're going to want to untie it. There's usually a bow where you've tied your laces. And you'll notice that once you've untied it, it does not magically loosen itself. It will just hold the form that it's been in for forever. Like, if you move around a lot with it untied, eventually it will start to loosen. But generally speaking, you're going to have to loosen it yourself. And you do that by doing pretty much the exact opposite of how you tighten it in the first place. You're going to pull the X that's nearest to the middle pulls, and then pull the one above that, 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 and then do the same going down towards the bottom of the corset. Also, once you've gotten a couple of them loose, generally the others will just sort of fall loose. I also experience you do not have to loosen it nearly as much to get out of it as you do have to get into it. But you do have to loosen it some. You cannot just undo the busks. It can literally break the corset, and if you undo the busk without having loosened it, you'll probably break it. But also bend it if nothing else. I've bent several corsets by doing that, but once it is loose, you just unhook. I usually find there's one of the hook and eyes that will just get stuck. Different one for each corset, different one each time. Sometimes you'll just be playing it for like 5 minutes, be like, get undone. And if you haven't loosened it enough, you'll have a lot more trouble with that. But once you have it off, the experiences you're going to feel. First, I find that I feel like my back is just readjusting to its natural curve. I will also feel my ribs and lungs sort of settling down. Now, my form will tend to hold the form that the corset had a little bit for a while. Like for maybe a couple of minutes, maybe 20 minutes, it will feel a little bit more hourglassy than it usually does, but that will revert pretty quickly. Wearing a corset does not permanently alter your frame unless you're wearing it like 24/7 super tight. Also, when you take off a corset, you will, I don't know if it can show up in this lighting, but you will usually have lines on your skin from where the corset was pressing into your skin. Like if you fall asleep on a pillow with a pattern on it and you wake up and the pillow pattern is on your face. It's like that, but on your ribs. Also, your chemise will leave patterns. Everything that is against your skin will leave patterns when you take the corset off. I also tend to find that my skin is a little bit, I don't know, tingly when I take off a corset, and may even itch a little bit if I've been wearing a corset for too long. And I'm going to do one more video of just the random stuff I haven't covered yet.